Hello there, you're watching New Vision TV. This is the Handshake. I am Lynn Komjisha, and with me is Paul Busharizi. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, the government has increased the age at which the social assistance grants for empowerment, that is SAGE, the senior citizens grants, that targets that targets older persons, and it has been increased to 85 from 65.
To 80.
To 80. Yes, sorry, I said 85. To 80. Paul, what is going on?
Well, it's a good program. You know, to help people of advanced age to get over, to make their life easier. In, of course, more developed economies where most people have been employed, let's say, they have pensions.
Yes.
Or they've saved for a pension, maybe they've had businesses, they've saved for a pension over time. So, of course, the Ugandan situation is that, it's safe to say, most people have never really worked in a formal setting. We're just a young country and stuff. So, government took it upon itself to pay out some money to these older people.
25K.
Yes, 25K. This was about 2015, thereabouts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But they did as a pilot in, I think, 15 districts, and then I think they went up to 40. But it was a pilot, it went all over the country. So the thing was successful. This 25,000 did actually a lot of good to these elderly people, where they had no money to begin with, or rather they had, this 25,000 was not there to begin with, whether they had money before or not. Now, they became a victim of their own success. So now, politically, it does not make sense for you to have a pilot of 40 districts out of 100 and let's say 20. The other 80 districts will say, why aren't we in the thing?
Yes.
So now they have to spread the thing. But they didn't have resources. Or they don't have resources. So I think in their... I think they had a choice. Either we stop it all together. Okay. I think maybe they had three choices. Either we stop it all together, which is tricky because the people have been beneficiaries now. They say, now, what? You set us up? Or two, they keep the pilot. But then, you know, there will always be political tension. Why aren't you rolling the thing out?
Yes, yes.
Or, as they are trying to do, spread around the country. They have no resources, so I think they've pledged, of course, that with every budget they hope to increase the resource. But you can see the trouble they're in, because if you're going to spread the same money over 120 districts,
yes.
You have to find a way to
deal with it.
To create a criteria that makes it efficient for everyone. So that's the challenge.
You see, my worry is that the retirement age is 55.
Yes.
Why then do they go that far?
No, as I said, it's just really a resource thing. I'm sure the government, if it was within its means, it didn't be paying people at 60.
Yeah.
But resources. We're a poor country.
So,
and we're not paying taxes.
It all comes down to resources.
Absolutely. It's not. There's nothing else. It's just resources.
But are there success stories? But the elderly, 25,000 shillings.
What
does it do?
I also in the beginning I used to think that, you know, what is this? What is this? It's like tempting them with something, and it doesn't. No, but. We had stories in the New Vision of people in rural areas. You know, a person can buy themselves a chicken or a few chicken, and these ones produce eggs, and the eggs get sold, and the chicken maybe gets sold later for meat. It was actually making quite a difference in several people's lives. The ones who tried to make it work. Buy a small little piglet, and I don't know, you know, there were all sorts of stuff. No.
Is it well managed?
I think it was. There were questions about, you know, of course, in a society like Uganda, where, you know, for example, you know, everyone might not have a birth certificate. Who is 65 and who is not 65? There were those small little challenges. But I think the net overall effect of it was positive. It showed that there was a real, it was useful.
Yes, yes. Oh, wow.
No one was throwing back the money at the government. That how dare you give us 25,000?
So with the age now set at 80, and still 25,000 shillings, and it's going to cover the entire country, is that really going to work?
Well, I think obviously government is between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, yeah.
But
We are
they
trying.
can't scrap it.
Yes.
They can't keep it, as I said, in the pilot districts. They want to roll it out across the country. I think their logic then is, look, let's just start. Like UP, let's just start. With time, we shall expand the resources. Of course, you can expect that the pressure for them to do it will be so much more now.
Yes.
You know, previously no one was asking for it. In fact, this was a government initiative. Government just said, I think we should pay older people some money. There was no pressure for it. Now there's going to be pressure, because you can imagine in a district where 65-year-olds have been getting money, now they're no longer going to get money.
There's an old woman who went and changed her age.
Yes.
She's now 81.
They're going to try. Yes, they're going to try all sorts of shenanigans. But you can imagine there's a whole group of people in in those districts, at least the pilot districts, who will be totally not amused with the situation.
I know.
And the government has to move quickly. Yeah.
I'm sure they know that.
Absolutely, they do.
Oh well, thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.